Thanks for tuning in to Big Mistakes in Real Estate. This is our subsection or sub show, Little Mistakes in Real Estate. The mistakes that are not big enough to justify a 20-minute show, but are still important enough that they can cost you a couple hundred, if not a couple $1,000. So they're worth talking about. On this episode, we're going to be talking about why printing off two MLS listing sheets is so important and for you and for the client. Let's get right into it. Why is printing two MLS sheets important for you or your client or your broker or anybody? I mean, you just go show them the house, you bring one piece of paper, you hand it over to them, and I mean, 90% of the time, they don't even put an offer in on the house. So you're not going to put that much effort into each one. You know, your efforts will be paid off better other places. But here's one where it's not. Printing off two MLS sheets, one for your buyer so that they can look up the square footage, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the taxes, and just so that they know that they saw that home and that they can take it home and talk over with their wife, with their kids, with their uncle, with their fiduciary, whoever, that they decide that they need to talk over this huge decision in their life. But the other piece of paper, I'm honestly guilty of this. I would just bring one piece of paper for them. And if I needed something or they needed a piece of information, I would just go to that sheet. I would look it up and say, okay, cool. I'm all about saving the planet. If I can help cut out paper or plastic or anything like that, I will do it. And I thought I was honestly helping the planet by, I know it's one piece of paper, like who cares, but I do. I care. So this kind of bit me in the butt because I'm talking to my broker about this issue, and she's like, "Oh, well, can you pull up the sheet? Can you show me?" I was like, I can't because I can't even find the listing on the MLS when I had an issue with this one particular client. I couldn't even find the listing. She's like, why don't you have papers of all the places that you go? I was like, why is it important? And she broke it down for me. There's two main points here, and I want to just nail these home real quick and get you back to your day. Point number one. Point number one is that you want to make sure that they have a sheet and that you have a sheet to cover your butt as proof that you showed them the house, the condo or the townhome or whatever the residence is. You want this because sometimes buyers will try to undercut you, will cut you completely out, head straight over to the seller, especially if they happen to meet them or know who they are. Go straight to the seller, make a deal that way. That way they can just cut you out, and your commission that they are no longer paying is now their bargaining chip. They'll say, hey, buy from me. I just won't charge you the commission of this real estate agent. And if the commission's $10,000, and that's like, that's only a $300,000 house, that's a lot of money for somebody to save. So keep that in mind because that's kind of important.
Are you learning? Good, because that's the point. But do me a favor. Subscribe if you have not already. And if you're feeling really frisky, give me a review on your favorite podcast player. Now back to the show.
The other one, which I didn't even think about too, is all about protecting you and your client. So let's say you go to a home and you guys put an offer in on a house. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, okay? And you're going to pay $200,000 for it. Well, all of a sudden, it's a 2-bed, 2-bath. And you're like, wait, what? That's not a 2-bed, 2-bath. But you're already under contract. Well, you go over to the MLS and you can check the listing, and they changed it because the realtor has access to all of this information. They can change the bed, the tax roll. They can change at least in Florida, we can change all of that information. So even after you're under contract, you can just go in there, update photos, videos, whatever you want, documents. So you have to be careful because somebody that could happen to, they could literally take off a bedroom, or they could take off a percentage point of your commission. An entire percent, like 1% of your commission could just disappear. Bye bye. And if you're not paying attention and you don't have that original sheet, trying to prove that can become very, very difficult. Guys, I know this was a quick episode. This was the first episode of Little Mistakes in Real Estate. I'm very excited. We also just kicked off our Facebook group, Big Mistakes in Real Estate. Come check it out. In the next coming weeks, I am going to be offering 5 minutes of coaching at 5 a.m. in the morning, live stream for free for everyone part of the Facebook group. Also, you'll be able to vote on future episodes, and you'll also be able to vote on which episodes you want to hear. And if you're lost in real estate and you're kind of trying to find your career, because these first couple episodes of Big Mistakes in Real Estate are all geared to the brand new agent. So if you're kind of lost and you are trying to get back on track, why are you not in a Facebook group? Not even my Facebook group, just a Facebook group. You need to be a little bit more proactive in where you're at. Go join somebody's Facebook group. Go look at all the coaches. Go see if somebody who's just going to click in your mind, you're going to go, yes, that guy feels that guy's for me. Because it's not going to be, not every person is for you. I am not for everybody. Tom Ferry is not for everybody. Michael Ward is not for everybody. But I forget the other man that got Zero to Diamond. He's an awesome guy too. There are so many resources out there. You will be fine. Just keep your head up. Keep doing the right thing. Keep checking out these episodes. Big Mistakes in Real Estate, Monday at 4 p.m. I will listen and see you there.